Blood pools on the burning deck as Captain Yamato tastes the iron of regret. If he had trusted his crew, maybe they wouldn't be dying around him. Darkness swallows everything. Then, a sharp, desperate gasp, like surfacing from the deep.
This ceiling, this room, I know it.
He stumbles to the mirror. Staring back is a 16-year-old with a jagged cheek scar and gray-streaked temples, but looming behind him, translucent, is his older, battle-scarred self.
Tide Academy, the morning bell. This is 10 years before I died.
The toll of the Academy bell confirms the impossible. It's the first day of his cadet training, a chance to rewrite every mistake.
Misaki, Ren. Everyone who fell, not this time. I won't let it happen again.
He steps into the stone corridor, the weight of 2 lives pressing on his shoulders. The hallways of Tide Academy feel both familiar and foreign. Down the hall, a cadet with jet black hair watches him. Ren, and on his lips is a smile that sends ice through Yamato's veins, as if he knows.
That smile. It's not the Ren I remember. Something is wrong.
The training courtyard buzzes with the first combat trials. Yamato steps into the circle, and every eye locks onto the new cadet with the gray temples.
This drill, from the old manual. He'll overcommit to the right.
The lunge comes exactly as predicted. Yamato sidesteps, and his opponent crashes into the dirt.
He read that attack before it even started.
Another cadet charges. Yamato parries without turning, his cutlass glowing pale blue as it stops a strike from behind. A rogue trainee, frustrated and reckless, swings wildly, his blade arcing straight for Misaki.
That angle. It's the one that killed her. Number, not this time.
You moved before I even saw the attack.
The instructors exchange uneasy glances. No rookie fights like that, as if he's already fought this battle 100 times.
He's not surprised at all, Ren. What do you know?
After the trials, the whispers follow Yamato down the stone corridors. He finds Misaki on the southern balcony, staring out at the churning sea.
Misaki, there are expeditions you must avoid. Cadets who will betray you. I cannot say how I know, only that I have seen it.
He speaks as if he has already lived through my death. But how? You saved me today. I will listen. But I need more than a warning. I need to understand.
Before he can answer, a shadow moves in the corridor behind them. Ren steps out of an alcove, slow clapping.
Giving advice from the future, are we? How generous.
He knows. He actually knows.
Careful, Yamato. Second chances do not come with a manual, and some debts are older than you think.
Ren walks away, his footsteps echoing like a countdown. Misaki stares after him, then back at Yamato's pale face.
If Ren has looped too, then everything I planned could already be poisoned.
That evening, a stern-faced instructor appears at Yamato's door. The board summons him. In the lamplit chamber, elder officers sit in judgment.
My skills are the product of private study and instinct. I have nothing to hide.
The board chair taps a finger on the table. They do not believe him, but a rookie's word against decades of tradition leaves them with no proof. Released with a warning, Yamato walks the dark corridor. Ahead, he spots Ren sliding a folded note under a storeroom door.
A message. For whom?
He tails Ren through the Academy's underbelly to a forgotten archive lit by a single flickering lantern. When Ren leaves, Yamato rifles through the desk. Inside a worn journal, a page reads, Year 10, 4th moon, Black Raven Reef. The fleet burns.
That's the exact date and location of my death. Ren isn't just a rival, he's a prophet.
Footsteps echo in the corridor. Yamato tucks the page into his coat and slips out through a side passage, his heart hammering.
If he knows the future this precisely, I am not just racing time. I am racing someone who's already won.
He finds Misaki in the library, under the dim glow of a candle. Without a word, he places the torn journal page before her.
Year 10, 4th moon, Black Raven Reef, Yamato. This is a future date. How?
I can't explain how I know, but that's the day I died in my visions. Ren wrote it. He knows everything we've tried to hide.
The next morning, during a rigging drill high above the practice deck, Ren slips away from the group. His blade flashes against a critical rope. He watches the frayed line with cold satisfaction, then melts into the shadows. A cadet screams as the rope snaps. He plummets, arms flailing, the deck rushing up to meet him. Yamato lunges across the rigging, one hand gripping a mast, the other snagging the cadet by his coat. The crowd erupts in gasps. Above, Ren is already gone, swallowed by the chaos.
A cut rope, not snapped. Ren is rewriting the timeline, and he will kill anyone who gets in his way.
The instructors blame a frayed rope, but Yamato sees the clean cut. Ren is no prophet. He is an architect of disaster. Back in his room, Yamato spreads charts across the table. He plots every ambush, every skirmish from his memories. But Ren is always a step ahead.
It's not that he's reacting, he's anticipating. He knows my future knowledge.
The next exercise is a mock ambush at Siren's Cove. As Yamato's squad creeps into position, shapes emerge from the rocks.
Ren, he's leading the opposing team. They were waiting for us.
The clash is one-sided. Ren's cadets move with perfect coordination, cutting off every retreat.
He predicted my ambush. How? He's rewriting the drill before we even execute.
Yamato seizes Misaki's wrist and drags her through a tide-carved tunnel, the sea spray masking their escape. That night, he discovers a folded paper in his locker. No signature, no seal. He reads the single line. He has seen this all before. Trust no one.
Another looper or a trap. I can't trust even my own knowledge anymore.
The Academy's deepest archive holds more than maps. In the restricted section, Yamato's lantern catches a sealed file, Temporal Disturbances. Inside, a diary from a decade ago. Its frantic entries chronicle the same morning bell, the same meals, the same endless day. One entry reads, Day 47. The same day again. I have lived this drill 47 times. No one believes me.
The handwriting, it matches the note. The warning came from a looper who already failed.
Footsteps. Ren emerges from the shadows, slow and deliberate. He knew Yamato would come here.
The diary's author looped after me. He tried to stop the disaster, but he broke. Like they all do, I am the original cause. Countless loops, and each one I make the fire burn brighter. This one will be perfect.
He's the architect. The tragedy isn't fate, it's his masterpiece in progress.
You are not the first regressor, but I will be the last. Your little second chance is just noise.
If he has looped that many times, I was dead before I even started.
In the hush of a forgotten classroom, Yamato tells Misaki everything. His death, her death, the loop, all of it.
I died 10 years from now at Black Raven Reef. You died in my arms, Misaki. I have seen it.
My death. He carries that weight alone. But he is not lying. Then we change it, together. I believe you. We will need more than us. Trusted cadets who will listen.
By morning, rumors coil through the halls. Yamato hears his name twisted, dangerous, unstable. The rigging accident was his plan.
Ren is everywhere and nowhere. Every whisper is a blade. I am being cut out before I can build anything.
The board summons him again. This time, they do not ask questions. The chair slides a stamped document across the table. Probation, restricted movements, monitored training. He is caged while the clock ticks toward Black Raven.
I do not care what they say. Your fight is my fight. We start tonight. Find those who will stand. Find those who will stand.
One ally, a fading reputation, and a perfected loop against me. The only way out is through.
Misaki leads him past the night patrols to an abandoned boathouse. Inside, 3 cadets wait, a navigator, a weaponsmith, a lookout.
You all felt something. Dreams that don't match the history books. I can't explain everything, but we are in danger.
A navigator cadet confesses to a recurring dream, a storm over calm seas, a fleet burning night after night. A weaponsmith cadet murmurs about a shipwreck at dawn, timbers snapping, the scent of salt and smoke choking her awake. The boathouse door explodes inward. Ren stands in the frame, blade drawn, smile thin as a horizon line.
You're building a crew? I've broken better teams in less than a loop.
He lunges at the navigator, a scream. Blood blooms across the navigator's tunic as Ren twists the blade. Yamato parries the second strike, but Ren dances back, a crystal now pulsing in his palm. Its sickly blue light twists the air. The crystal flares. Yamato's strike reverses, his lunge snaps backward, the cutlass clattering on the stone. Ren laughs, stepping into shadow.
He can rewind any mistake, and he just promised to burn everything. How am I supposed to win?
In the boathouse, the wounded navigator breathes shallowly. The antique clock on the wall ticks louder than ever. The crew's frightened eyes fix on Yamato.
Ren's crystal only undid my stab, not the whole fight. It must drain him, and it only works close by. If we strike from multiple angles, force him to reset again and again, we can exhaust the crystal, then he's mortal.
They drill in secret, every feint designed to bait a reset, every strike a lesson in timing. The crew becomes a machine. The fleet review is announced. All cadet ships will parade at dawn, a celebration and a trap.
This is it. Ren will strike when the fleet is bunched, just like the massacre I remember.
Yamato lays a counterplan. Lure Ren into the narrow channel west of the reef, where his crystal's range will fail, and his resets must be spent. Misaki slips into Ren's quarters during the night drill, her pulse a war drum. She rifles through his desk. In a hidden drawer, she finds battle diagrams and a single line scrawled in ink. The loop closes tonight.
He's ending it tonight. We're out of time, but he doesn't know we're ready.
Dawn over the Jade Harbor. The fleet review begins. A ribbon of cadet ships stretching toward the open sea. Aboard the flagship, Yamato and Misaki scan the sky. Beyond the pennants, a bruise of clouds swells. The air thickens, and the gulls vanish. A storm is stitching the horizon shut. The storm erupts without warning. Black waves shear across the decks, and from the squall, 3 pirate vessels surge, grapples flying.
He timed the storm perfectly, but so did we. Now, lure him west of the reef.
Through the spray, Ren vaults onto the flagship's deck. His cutlass gleams, and his eyes find Yamato across the carnage.
100 loops. I've burned this fleet. Each time, the fire grows. I will be the king who broke time itself.
The crystal shines. Time halts, spray freezes, blades hang. The world becomes a still painting of violence. But Yamato's crew does not stop. They move through the freeze, step by rehearsed step, buying precious seconds.
They knew. You shared your knowledge. Trust will be your grave.
Trust is the one thing you never tried. That's why you'll lose.
Ren screams tears through the frozen air. The crystal pulses erratically. Waves contort, rigging snaps and reforms in a sickly loop. The crystal's glow wavers with every reset. Time stutters, a blade drawn back, a spray of blood reversed, then forward again.
All cadet vessels, target the pirate flagship. Cut their grapples, now.
Yamato and Ren clash in the tilting storm. Every strike is a memory, every parry a life already spent in 100 loops.
He's resetting after nearly every exchange. The crystal can't keep this pace. Now, see if you can rewind this.
The navigator signals from the mast. Deep below, a chain of submerged barrels ignites. The pirate flagship lurches, timbers screaming. Ren staggers as the distraction hits. The crystal flickers, its light thinning to a dying candle's flame.
Your loop is finished. Ren, stand down.
A flicker does not mean defeat. I will be the end.
Ren's eyes burn with feverish light. He raises the sputtering crystal high, and the air splits, a thunderous crack that tears a wound in the sky. The rift yawns wide, a churning vortex of smoke and fire, the exact image of the burning fleet from Yamato's first death.
Grappling hooks. Anchor us to the flagship. No one drifts alone.
Misaki fires a line across the deck. The navigator clings to a mast, tying crew to crew, refusing to let go.
Yamato, I won't lose you again.
The old man. He's not a ghost. He's an anchor. We hold the timeline together. Trust is the chain that binds us.
The crew locks arms. The rift howls, but the ship becomes a single, unbreakable knot of souls. Ren's hold on the crystal shatters. The rift recoils, dragging him into its maw, his last cry swallowed by the thunder of breaking time. The rift snaps shut. The storm still howls, but the timeline is whole. Yamato and his crew stand together on the battered deck, alive. The flagship tilts with a death groan. Water surges through the gun ports, dragging debris into the abyss. Yamato, bloodied, forces himself upright.
Abandoned ship, wounded first. Use the lifelines. No one gets left in this storm.
The crew becomes a human chain, passing injured cadets from hand to hand. The storm rips at their coats, but the bonds hold.
Yamato, the mainsail. It's coming down. I can't move.
A monstrous snap. The mast crashes across the deck, pinning Misaki under its splintered weight. The sea claws closer.
Like hell you die here, not in this loop.
He seizes the jagged timber and heaves. Muscles scream, but the mast lifts, inch by impossible inch. Misaki scrambles free. Through the downpour, lanterns pierce the gloom. The Academy rescue fleet arrives, cutters and a frigate. Homing on the navigator's flares, a senior instructor hauls Yamato aboard. The old man's voice cracks. You were right about the ambush. We owe you an apology. As the last raft casts off, the flagship groans one final time and slides beneath the waves. The storm still rages, but every survivor is aboard. Aboard the rescue ship, a wounded cadet's accusation cuts through the cramped deck. Yamato planned the ambush for glory.
I have proof. Ren's journal details every move. I've been tracking his conspiracy for weeks.
He lays the worn journal before the board. Pages pass under lamplight, diagrams of the ambush, dates written in 100 loops. The board's verdict is swift. Cadet Yamato is cleared, probation lifted, but a few eyes still burn with lingering suspicion. In the privacy of a cramped cabin berth, Misaki approaches Yamato. A faint blue glow seeps from his clenched fist.
That's Ren's crystal. You grabbed it from the rift, didn't you?
He opens his hand. The fractured shard rests in his palm, pulsing with a sickly blue light, tempting and treacherous.
We don't need it anymore. You broke the loop with trust, not time magic.
She presses her palm against his, covering the crystal. Her voice leaves no room for doubt.
Destroy it, keep it. Every choice feels like a step toward becoming what I fought against.
That night, the storm breaks to a silver sky. Yamato stands alone at the bow, the fractured crystal cold in his palm.
In my first life, I died clutching control. Ren did the same. This thing is just another chain.
He draws back his arm and hurls the crystal into the dark sea. A brief flash of blue, then nothing but waves. Behind him, the translucent older self does not fade. It solidifies for a heartbeat, then smiles and dissolves into starlight.
A weight I didn't know I was carrying. Gone.
He returns below deck. Misaki meets him at the cabin door and without a word wraps her arms around him.
The future is ours now. No loops, no prophecies, just us.
The crew, gathered in the narrow passage, salutes in silence. The navigator, bandaged but standing, offers a firm nod. At dawn, as the rescue fleet limps into harbor, a memorial bell tolls for the fallen. Yamato's name is read among the commended.
This time, we honor them by living forward. No more loops, only the tide ahead.
Weeks pass. Tide Academy rebuilds, and Yamato's crew is recognized as an elite unit. He and Misaki are rarely seen apart. One evening, the navigator approaches with a strange reading, a lingering temporal echo near the spot where Ren vanished. They journey to the rocky shore. Amid the seaweed and driftwood, a shattered pocket watch lies half buried in the sand.
This watch, it's from the Academy. Ren must have dropped it.
As Yamato's fingers close around the watch, a vision sears through his mind, a colorless void where Ren crouches, endlessly repeating his last failed strike. Ren's cold smirk is gone. His eyes hold only confusion, as if slowly forgetting why he started. The loop tightens.
He's trapped in his own loop. Should we try to break him out?
Number, he built this prison. If he ever learns what we did, to trust, maybe he'll escape on his own.
He places the watch back on the sand. The rising tide inches over it, carrying it into the deep.
He made his prison. I will not be his warden. The future belongs to those who let go.
Graduation. Banners snap in the salt breeze. Yamato stands before the assembled academy, asked to give the address.
I've been called a prodigy, a liar, a danger. Perhaps I have been all three. I saw a future, a burning fleet, our graves in the deep. I could not stand idle, but I was never the hero. The crew beside me, they turned vision into survival.
The crowd breaks into thunderous applause. Misaki, in the front row, wipes a tear, her proud smile shining. The board chairman rises. Probation lifted. With full honors, we commission you as fleet captain.
Fleet captain. Not a loop, not borrowed time. A future I earned.
Misaki rushes to him, and they embrace. The crew surrounds them, a tangle of arms and laughter.
We knew you could carry this. Now, we sail as one.
Yamato holds up the commission. The new flag unfurls behind him, a symbol of a reforged future. After the ceremony, Yamato and Misaki walk the ancient ramparts, the sunset painting the sea in gold and amber.
So, fleet captain, will you ever learn to rest? Or shall we chase storms forever?
No rest. Only the next horizon. There's a world beyond Black Raven Reef, one we never got to see.
A soft light shimmers behind him. The translucent older Yamato appears, no longer heavy with regret, but at peace. It does not speak. It only nods, then fades into the evening, the final echo of a life he has now fully honored.
He made the right choice. No more chains, only the sea.
You look different, lighter.
I am. He's gone, and I am here. That's enough.
They turn toward the harbor. Beyond the breakwater, a newly commissioned ship rides at anchor, its sails catching the dying light.
Then let's not keep her waiting.
1 year later, the Tempest Breaker rests at the pier, sails eager. Captain Yamato stands at the helm, his crew a wall of determination behind him.
All hands accounted for, Captain. The Academy is here to see us off.
A signal flag rises on the harbor tower. The board's final message: no temporal anomalies detected. The loop is officially closed.
Then it's time. Set the mainsails. We sail for the uncharted seas, together.
The crew cheers. The Tempest Breaker glides from the dock, the water singing under her keel. As they clear the breakwater, a single white feather spirals down from a clear sky, landing softly on the foredeck.
A sign, not of loops, but of new beginnings.
The wind favors us. Your order, Captain?
To the horizon.
The Tempest Breaker spreads her wings and leans into the open sea, a free ship on a free tide. Days blend into weeks. The Tempest Breaker cuts through calm sapphire waters, the crew living the peace they fought for. Misaki laughs at the helm beside Yamato, the wind tangling her silver hair. The navigator charts new routes. The weapons specialist drills new recruits on the foredeck. At dusk, Yamato stands alone at the bow, a locket nestled in his palm, catching the last bronze light.
24 years of memory in a sliver of metal. They didn't get this sunrise, but we carried them here.
The locket clicks open. Inside, the faces of his original crew, young, unburdened, smiling at a future they never saw.
Rest well. We made it, and we didn't forget you.
A long breath shudders through him. The weight of 100 loops finally settles into silence. Misaki appears at his shoulder, saying nothing, just stands with him, watching the last light drain into the sea.
They'd be proud. Not of me, of us.
He closes the locket and tucks it away. The stars begin to prick the sky, and the ship sails on, whole. A new dawn paints the sky in honey and rose. The Tempest Breaker rides the swell, her sails full of light. Misaki steps beside Yamato at the bow, her fingers finding his. No words pass between them. Above them, a shimmering silhouette forms, the older Yamato, transparent and smiling. The weight of years has dissolved. He nods once, the final farewell, and disperses into the morning, becoming light, becoming the horizon.
He's at peace. And so are we.
No more regrets, only the voyage ahead.
The Tempest Breaker cuts silently through the gilded water. The camera begins a slow pullback. The ship shrinks to a sliver of white on an endless sea of glass, the sky swallowing all. And over this final image, the title settles. After regressing 10 years, he re-enters the Pirate Academy and sweeps every top cadet, a free future earned. The voyage continues.